Hey, what is going on, guys? Sports 15 here, and today we have episode 17, I believe, of Toronto Maple Leafs GM mode. So we are in the playoffs, round 2. We're taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. So before we get underway, let's go to stats, and we will check out the playoff tree and lines and stuff. So we'll start off with the Western Conference. So here we go. LA beat Edmonton in 6 games. Chicago beat Calgary in 7. Vancouver beat San Jose in 7. All 3 of those were non-upsets. And then San Jose upset Columbus in 5. So the matchups in the Western are LA against San Jose, and then Chicago against Vancouver. Now in the East, Montreal swept New York Rangers, that is. And then Carolina beat Ottawa in 6. Washington upset the Islanders in 6. And then we upset Buffalo in 5. So in the East, the matchups are Montreal and Washington and Carolina, Toronto. So we'll check out the lines first. Sorry about my cold. It is very bad. Probably going to go back to school tomorrow. So yeah, let's go into view lines. So if you guys don't remember my lines, here they are. Huberdeau, Drouin, and Kessel on the first. Bobby Ryan, Scheifele, and Van Riemsdyk on the second. Colburn, Kadri, and Fratton on the third. And Brown, McClement, Bull on the fourth. Defensively, we have Phaneuf, Gardner, top pair. Hamilton, Riley on the second. And then Holzer and Pulak on the third. And in net, we have 83 overall, James Reimer. So let's go to the Carolina Hurricanes. So offensively, they have Simmons, Skinner, and Bowman on the first. I'd say it's really even because Skinner's like a standout player, yeah. The second they have Richards, Stahl, and Cleary. Second line, I'd probably give it to them. It's close, Eves, Pither, and LaRose on the third. Our third line is way better. And fourth, Rutu, Sampson, and Tuloski. Their fourth is better. So offensively, I'd say our team is a little bit better. Defensively, Falk and McBain, our top 2 are better. Gleason and Lindman are our defensive pairing number 2 are better. And the third one is Sanguinetti and Sova. Their third pairing is a little bit better. And they obviously have Cam Ward in net, who is a lot better than James Reimer. So let's go into game 1 on the road in Carolina. We're not gonna have any home games in the playoffs at all because we finished in the 5th seed. So here we go, sim game, and we'll get right into it. So first period, Kessel and Scheifele both scored for us. So we're up 1-0. Shots are pretty even. So let's go. Oh, they're starting Justin Peters, who's also a pretty solid goalie for them. Second period, they tied it up. Skinner scored 2, 4 minutes apart. Here we go, third period. Eves and Van Riemsdyk scored. So looks like we're heading to overtime. So here we go, OT. And we scored. Jonathan Drouin scores for us, so we take game 1 of round 2. So we're up 1-0 in this series. Drouin scores 13 minutes into overtime. And we pick up the 4-3 victory here in game 1. So good victory over the Carolina Hurricanes in game 1. So Skinner gets first star, Van Riemsdyk gets second, and Phaneuf gets the third star. So that's it for game 1. We're moving on to game 2, still in Carolina. And yeah, so game 2 in Carolina. Sim the game and get right underway. Here we go, goals. We'll sim the first period. And they take a 2-1 lead. Cleary opens it, and then Bowman gives them the 2-0 lead. And then Bobby Ryan makes it a 1-goal game with 21 seconds left. So here we go, second period. They take a 4-2 lead. Kessel ties it up. 7 gives them a lead, and Sova gives them the 2-goal lead. So here we go. We got to score 2 goals in this period to tie it up. We can't give up any elders. Oh my God. Holy. Stahl gives them a bigger lead than McClement, Scheifele, McClement, Huberdeau, Gardner. We scored 5 goals in that period to give ourselves the 7-5 victory. Holy shit. All these goals were pretty much spread out. Difference between these were 6 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and 3 minutes. So they were pretty spread out. We scored 5 goals in one period to give us the 7-5 victory in Game 2. So we are up 2-0. Holy crap, that was such a big third period. Holy cow. Jamie Clement scored 2. Shifley Huberto both got 1. So McClement gets the first star. Stahl and 7 pick up the second and third star. And we're headed back home to Toronto for a couple at home in the ACC. And hopefully we can take this game, go up 3-0 here against these Carolina Hurricanes. So here we go. First period. We take a 1-0 lead early. Pulak scores for us, and we go up 1-0. Second period, Drouin gives us the 2-0 lead, and Tuloski makes it a 1-goal game. So third period, we could go up 3-0 this series, take a dominant hold on this series if we can just win this period right here. Oh my god, they scored 4 goals. 7 got 2, and then Bowman got 1, and Richards got 1 as well. So they win Game 3. And we're still at home in the ACC, and yeah, so it is a 2-1 series lead for the Toronto Maple Leafs here, and we still gotta win 2. They still gotta win 3, but it's gonna be a little bit harder. It would have been so nice if we can win that series right there. That game, and then we would have been up 3-0. So 7 gets first star. Bowman and Skinner pick up the bottom 2, and we're still at home, and we got one more game at home. And then we head back to Carolina. So we gotta win this game here. After this game, it could be a tied up series, or we could go up 3-1. So this is the biggest game of the series so far, I believe. So here we go. First period, we take a 3-0 lead. Brown picks up the first goal of the game, and then Kessel and Durant score within 2 minutes of each other. So we take a 3-0 lead after the first period. Great period right there. Here we go. Second period, Bowman makes it 3-1 game, and then Van Riemsdyk captures that 3-goal lead. So we're up 3 goals after the second period. So here we go. Third period. Big period here. If we can win this period, we will be pretty much... Oh, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, there we go. McClement scores to give us the bigger lead, and Bowman scores to make it 5-2. We pick up the victory, and we're up 3-1 in this series, boys. This series is ours. We just got to win this last game. We have 3 chances to win it. Just have to win 1 of 3 games, and we will be headed off to the conference championships, and we could be potentially playing the Montreal Canadiens, which would be a hell of a series. So here we go. Jonathan Drouin, Brown, and Bowman pick up the 3 stars, and we are headed into Carolina. 1 second. We got 1 more home game. If we can win this on the road, I would be a lot happier. But if we lose this one, head back to Toronto and move to the conference finals at home. That'd be pretty cool. So here we go. Game 4. If we can win this game, we head off to the conference finals. Here we go. Game 4. First period, nothing happened. Shots are pretty much even. Here we go. Second period, it's a tie game. Dougie Hamilton scores for us, and then Richard scores for them to make it a tie game. It's a 1-1 game. We're beating them in shots by 7 shots. It's a close game. They got Cam Ward in net. Here we go. I'm going to slow sim this last period. Here we go. 6 times sim speed. If we can win this game, we are headed off to the conference finals. There we go. Jonathan Drouin scores for us. There's still 5 minutes left. We just got to shut the door here. They get a power play. We get an empty netter, and we are headed off to the conference finals. I am praying that the Montreal Canadiens won their series. I would usually not be cheering for the Montreal Canadiens unless it is so that we can play them in the conference finals. They are the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and hopefully they can win that series right there, so we can be facing them. So Cam Ward gets the first star. He led in 3 goals, but he did get the first star. And then Drouin gets the second with 2 goals in the third period, and then Reimer gets the third star. But he only faced a few shots, so there we go. We won this series, and oh, right here you can see Washington beat Montreal. So we're going to be facing Washington in the next round of the playoffs. So we're not facing Montreal, but still, in the conference finals for the first time in this GM mode, we have a chance to go after the Stanley Cup Finals next episode, guys. So that will be in the next episode. We got a 7-game series against the Washington Capitals. Hopefully, my sickness will be gone by then, and I will be all good to do the conference finals and hopefully the Stanley Cup. So before we go, I just want to see who won in the Western Conference. So we'll go to stats, playoff tree for the NHL, and yeah. So in the Western Conference, San Jose upset LA in 6, and Chicago beat Vancouver in 5. So in the Western Conference is the 2 seed against the 5 seed, Chicago against San Jose. And in the Eastern Conference, Montreal got upset by Washington in 5, and Carolina got upset by us in 5. So we actually have the home ice advantage in the conference finals. We are the 5th seed against Washington, who is the 6th seed. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.